All right, video 3 here. I'm going to add this in. This is what I showed you guys while Coach Heather was setting up some of the cones. She had asked me to talk about arms, running form while you're running. And so I explained it real quick on the sideline there during practice. But I want to send you a video so you can see it. And I'll be honest, after watching you ladies do your 120s with Coach Heather, arms were an issue. You guys were all over the place, all right? So what this does, teaching you good, proper mechanics in your running form with your upper body and your arms, is going to do a couple things for you. One, it's going to allow you to save energy so you don't get tired as quick, all right? So you're going to be more efficient when you run. And two, it'll help you be faster because it'll allow your body to be more in sync with each other. And so you'll be able to do less movement with more efficiency, which equals more power, more speed, less getting tired. And you all are on a very big field this fall, so you're going to need to conserve as much energy as you can. This will help, I promise. But this is something that you need to do consistently. It literally takes 2 to 3 minutes every day in a mirror, and your running form, your arms will get better, I promise you, all right? And so I'm going to run it through real quick. I'll show you from the front, I'll show you from the side, and then you can watch this. Like I said, I highly recommend you doing this, looking at yourself in the mirror the entire time, all right? So what we're going to do is we're going to drop down on one knee. Whatever knee is down on the ground, all right, other foot's going to be out in front of you with our foot flat on the ground, all right? Let's go back just a little bit. And I'm going to sit really tall, so I want to stick my chest out, I want my chin up, all right, just enough to where I'm looking straight ahead. So you can't see, but there's a mirror straight in front of me, and I'm going to stare at myself in that mirror the entire time. All right, that's my focal point. I do not want to take my eyes off my focal point when I'm doing this. I don't want to be looking around. I'm going to be locked on my target the entire time, all right? So I'm going to sit really tall, and then all I'm going to do is shift my weight forward just a little bit so I have a little bit more weight on my front leg. I'll show you this from the side here in a second too. So I'm going to shift my weight forward, and then whatever leg is up, my opposite hand, my opposite arm is going to be out in front, all right? And then my back arm is going to be back here behind my hips. And I'm going to, like I said, I'm going to show you from the side and you'll see a lot better, but I want to set this up first. All right, and then all we're going to do is while holding this position and I'm staring at the mirror is we're going to just alternate front to back. Slow pace, pause at each spot just for a second, all right? And I'm going to work that motion continuously, all right? Now I'm going to break that down. So our elbows are bent. My aiming point is my thumb is going to be basically right in front of my chin, all right? Right in front of my chin. My back thumb is going to be my back, just behind my back pocket, all right, behind my hip. And I'm going to stay here in the front for a second because I want to show you something. A lot of girls, a lot of young athletes, what I see is their arms come out here when they run. Or they go like this, or they go across your body, all right? That's just going to make it harder for you to run more efficiently. And so what we want to do is we're going to bring our arms the same motion, same pattern, front to back, all right? I give you guys the analogy of elbowing your sibling behind you if they make you mad. That's what I really want you to work on, driving that elbow back. We don't want to drop our arms to the side. So if I'm here, I don't want to drop my hand down to the side and then pick it back up. I want to keep that elbow bent the entire time. So from the side, it'll look like this. So I got one leg out in front, my opposite arm is right here. So you see my thumb right in front of my chest, or my chin. My back thumb is right off my back pocket. So my elbows are bent. I'm sitting tall, staring at my target, and when I come through, same spot every time. All right, and then obviously you can switch legs and do the other side. It's still the same motion, but just gives you a feel from both sides there, okay? Now, as you do that, maybe I would say do maybe 20 of them. After you do 20 of them nice and slow like that, and then go like a nice, slow, consistent pace. So now we'll go from here, and now we'll just keep it continuously moving, all right? But you're staring yourself in the mirror, so you should be able to see if your elbows are flailing out or not, and where your thumb is finishing each time. And then as you get more comfortable, we'll just pick up that pace. Pick up that pace. Pick up that pace, you'll be able to go faster, all right? A couple other key things real quick. Make sure your hands don't go above your head, all right? We want to keep them down here, all right, so there's no wasted movement. And also, we do not want to lose sight of our thumb. So if we're coming through and my thumb goes back here, I can't see my thumb anymore because it's behind my face. That's kind of defeating our purpose too. We're trying to go that way and we're bringing our arms back this way. All right, so we want to keep leaning and reaching just a little bit out in front with those arms, all right? Pump it out. And I always recommend never closed fists when you run because it's going to create a lot of tightness in your upper body and make it harder for you to run. Keep those hands open and somewhat relaxed, all right? So hands open, but not a lot of tightness and tension, all right? Keep them relaxed and pump it out. All right, so there's a couple little tips on your running form. If you do that just a couple minutes every single day, I promise you it'll start getting more comfortable with you, more natural, and then you'll be able to transfer it over to the field. All right?